Hi everyone, it's your girl Kardibetv. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. Today I'm talking about my life as a Christian. I wrote some things down so that I'll be very strategic in whatever I say. I don't want to be all over the place, So permit me if I look down often, and I pray this video will be a blessing to you. I want to talk about how I met Christ or God, what happened, how I grieved the Holy Spirit, what happened to me, my life in general, about being a Christian, what I did wrong, how I was killing people and how I was robbing people, killing them anyhow, and how God taught me what to do, how to stop and everything. So I hope you'll be blessed by this video. So let's get into it. Okay, so I was first introduced to Jesus Christ or to God in 1990 something. I wasn't so sure. I don't want to lie, so I wasn't so sure. But it was before I was a teenager. That was when I got to meet Jesus. But it's normal, you keep going for altar calls until one day I was told you just have to do it once and love God. So yes, I was introduced to God before my teenage. I think I was about between 9 to 12, I guess. Yeah, way younger. Yeah. So when I got to know God, I started loving everything about Him. Everything. I was so obsessed with Him. I love music, gospel music. I love reading the Bible a lot, and I believed everything He said. I don't care whether I was a lie or not. I was in for it. I was in for the long haul. And so because I love the gospel music, I made sure between the hours of 11 to 1, I wake up at that time, played Sunny FM, just so I can listen to it and pray with them and cry. So every dawn, I was a crying baby. I cried just because I just love what they are saying about God. The songs they are singing to Him was everything I wanted to hear. And the Bible, oh my goodness, I loved reading the Bible, especially the war part, how God came through, how He killed these people, what they tried to do. It was like I was reading a war book, like an adventurous book. Even though I couldn't pronounce some of the words, I didn't care. All I wanted to do was to go to the war part, And yes, I believed in everything I read and I heard about God, and so it made my life with God was more supernatural than natural. Everything I needed from God, like I had to talk to Him and I know He will come through for me. And my mommy also contributed to it, because she will be the person who say go to God and talk to Him. He's your father. So I took her outside the equation and I dealt directly with my God. And so that was how, yes, I kind of had that supernatural encounter with God. So how I went to school, it was God. How I got a job, it was God. It was all supernatural. How I got this accommodation, this room, was all supernatural. Everything is God, and I give Him all the praise. And I got introduced to the Holy Spirit as well. It was amazing. Oh my goodness. But I gave Him, the Holy Spirit, a chance to, rule over my life. And Isaiah 30 verse 21 says that wherever you go, whether left or right, you will hear a voice that will direct you. So yes, I was actually very sensitive to the Holy Spirit talking. It was very faint, but I was very quiet in me. So it was easy for me to hear the voice of the Holy Spirit or God. Whoever was talking to me, I was so humble to hear it. Sometimes, yes, I felt bad about what I have done in the past, but then the Holy Spirit always makes me forget about yesterday and gives me a mystery of today. So my days with God was always amazing, an amazing experience with God, and oh gosh, it was everything I was looking for. Then I started watching supernatural videos. Is it sidroth or something, supernatural encounters with God. And then one of the videos I watched, a gentleman or a lady said he or she started talking to angels, and I was like, oh, really? I started doing research about it, and oh my goodness, I started talking to angels. I am telling you, I know people go like, are you sure? I don't care whether you believe it or not. It's my relationship with God and how far I have come. So I was talking to angels honestly until I began to doubt, and so it affected me a bit. But the experience was amazing. I grew my faith really with God. I really grew my faith because at a very young age I had known God, and He had come through for me in so many areas of my life. If I tell Him I want this, it was done. And so I believed in His deeds and all that. So my faith in God has escalated. It's, so yes, that has also helped. Also, it's normal. People will prophesy over your life and all that. So yes, prophecies over my life are just there. And so sometimes I'm like, well, this prophecy is not manifesting. But then I was taught that prophecies without the Holy Spirit's intervention is error, like it won't happen. So I was like, okay, so I need to connect more with the Holy Spirit on a different level. I think I was connected with Him with some kind of level, mind level, but I didn't know I had to grow with the Holy Spirit. So I started trying to learn more about it. But yes. So yes, everything I needed, God provided supernaturally. It wasn't a normal thing. Never. I don't do normal stuff. I did supernatural things because God made me believe He can do supernatural things for me. So that's how my life came to being. And saying all these things, it sounds so nice. I had a perfect life. No. Oh no. I grieved the Holy Spirit. I lost in touch. I grieved the Holy Spirit so bad. It took grace for me to even accept that the Holy Spirit is back to my life. It took grace, the grace of God, and thank you so much for the grace. I grieve the Holy Spirit, especially when it comes to my relationship with man. It was terrible. My life, I have dated 2 guys. Now, if you're out there and you are thinking you are my boyfriend or not, I'm sorry, we never dated. Yes, I'm sorry, we never dated. I've dated only 2 guys, and then the other ones were just crushes, infatuations, something like that. Forget about that, it's not even important. But what I'm trying to say is, even with these 2 guys I dated, it has been a terrible experience. Very terrible. If you watch my video on Happy I Got My Heart Broken, and also on sex addicts and all that, you get to know me on the relationship ground quite more. So yes, and so I had a terrible relationship with man, and until it got to a point, a pastor told me that you have to surrender your relationship also to God. So yes, I did surrender that part, and God taught me a lot of things about relationship. I thought I wasn't pretty, you know the story. I felt I wasn't going to get anyone, but when I did the surrendering to God, God taught me a lot of things, and I have it written down, so I want to just really go over it with you. The first one was, God made me aware that I was dating guys for today. So if I went out with you, it was just for today, like it was just for that moment. I never saw any future with any of them. Honestly, I never saw any future with any of them, but I didn't know how to talk about it or say it. I saw myself as a child of God, like the king's daughter. So if I'm dating you, like it should be something, I don't know, but I was doing trial and error. I would deal with you. So I was the kind of Christian who goes on my knees. I needed to define it. What kind of relationship do you want with me? Is it a brother-sister relationship? Is it a crashes everywhere? Crashes. And God told me I need to crush on only one person.